Are you there, Fred?
I'm almost here.
Okay. In transit.
Yes. All right.
There he is.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I saw your spreadsheet. Where'd it go?
That's a laundry list.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll make it all the way through.
Right.
We'll see.
Some of it will be quick. Some of it will demand some discussion.
Yeah.
Do you have to leave at 8?
Well, I don't really have to, but I'm going to. That's my limit.
You can only tolerate so long, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Don't blame you.
Uh-huh.
So you see, I put the big hit up toward the front, the direct hit thing.
Oh, right.
The procedural question should not take long. They're simply yes, no's, do it or not.
Yeah.
But the main discussion is going to be around getting direct page hits.
Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, that requires some Drupal expertise. So
Yep.
we'll see. I mean, it's been an issue forever, so I don't know if
And some explanation of what I see in what I can see of taxonomies and of committee tags as they're defined by Drupal and how we would want to define them maybe differently.
Okay.
We'll get into that.
Yes. Oh. What happened? Wait. Where did you go? Oh, there we are.
Like your ceiling, the wood ceiling.
Yes.
It's handsome.
That's the upstairs floor.
Very nice.
My high CPU usage is affecting the meeting quality. What do you mean by that? I'm not doing anything.
Oh. Did you let him in? Can I let him in?
I don't have any control over anything.
It just disappeared.
Who was it?
It was admit, and then by the time I saw it, it went away.
I don't know.
It's you and me, baby.
Yeah.
There he is.
Grace is coming. I know she's probably pretty busy.
There he is.
What's our quorum? Is it 3?
Yep.
I don't have audio yet. 1 second, guys.
I hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you.
In transit.
Yes.
You're very quiet, but I hear you.
There he is. Hello, Jamie.
Hello. Am I quiet still?
So
I think it's good.
Grace alerted me earlier that, let me get the recording going. How do you do that?
It says it's recording right now.
It's on?
Yeah.
Okay. Grace warned me earlier that she probably would not be able to attend. She's over her eyeballs in elections, town meetings, other elections, and so forth and so on. So I had several questions to ask of her, and I asked them and she answered them. So there we go.
Okay.
So let the record show the presence of Jamie Malcolm Brown, Fred Steinberg and Gail Fleischaker having a quorum. We will open this meeting at 7:02 p.m. And I'll take minutes and give to Grace for the meeting. As Fred points out, we've got a long laundry list of things to attend to, and he wants to be out of here by 8
Okay.
when his smart wires explode. First, I want to confirm that my understanding of, first, I want to apologize to both of you for just jumping in with what I thought was going to happen. Not. I won't do that again.
Oh, that wasn't so bad.
Thank you for
That,
bailing me.
that one web page thing, yeah.
My whole understanding of summaries is nowhere. They're not consistent. I don't see how they operate. They don't operate the same one from one page to another. I'm not going to touch them ever
Yeah,
until we get. That's for
I
another
don't
day.
think you did anything wrong there now. What I saw was that editor thing might have messed something up. So I had to go into the source and delete something. Then it worked after that. So
Okay.
I don't know.
So my first thing is to make sure that I understand publishing status correctly. So it's available only on non-taxonomy pages, real pages. As I understand it, I could make up a page and not click the publish button, and it would be there, but would not show
It would not show to
a viewer.
viewer, yeah. Somebody
Okay.
who's not logged in.
Correct. So once I click the publish page, then it shows up someplace. But I would then have to manually put it on a menu.
It depends on the page itself. So are you talking about like a general page or like a information or a news?
No, a real page, a
Yeah.
general page.
Yeah, it won't show up unless you add it to the menu.
Okay, so I go to structure, menu, go to the menu I want, add the page, and that's it?
Yes.
Cool. So if I unpublish a page, does it automatically take it off the menu? My guess is not.
No.
Okay, so what is your preference at that point? I see on the menu page in structure, there are, it's not inactive, disabled as opposed to delete. Do you have a preference?
I mean, if you're sure the page is going away, then you can
Yes.
just delete it.
Delete it, okay.
Yeah.
So I would delete it at the page and then go to the menu and delete the menu item.
Yep.
Excellent, okay. Simple question, how to change the line spacing on a right-hand column, for instance, at the home page?
So on the home page, which line spacing?
In the right-hand column, where it has town hall,
Mhm.
I copy pasted and then replaced to get the tax collector's information there. But otherwise it would throw a space in between every one of those lines.
To be able to, so you're trying to get it to just be like a single line.
Yes,
So when you're in the editor,
yes,
if you hit Shift and Enter, then it will just put that one line space as opposed to a regular Enter, and that'll put. Like
how do I get rid of that
return.
line space?
You would have to delete, like, so in this instance, the
Backspace,
PO box.
Yep.
If you put your cursor right at the end of the PO box and then hit delete, or put it at the end or beginning of the Shutesbury line
yes,
and hit delete, and then hit a regular enter, it will put the full line break there.
okay, excellent. Then there's the business of the assessor's page. Why can't I get up to my, either of those? No. Oh. I had it all set up here. Oh, hold on. Here's what the assessor's page looks like. Am I showing you the assessor's page? Is that on?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Screen share. Okay. I haven't learned this trick yet. Does that show you the assessor's page?
No,
Nope, still see you.
we can go look at it ourselves though.
Yeah, okay. So the assessor's page does not show up.
Well, one thing I see when editing the assessor's page is that the committee tag for assessor is not selected.
Right. And how can I add that contact info? Is it a block?
Which contact info?
So it shows main contact and the names and the stuff that I enter from the contact.
On the right side?
Correct.
It would automatically show up once it's tagged for the assessor page. Because right now it doesn't know that the contacts should show up on this page.
Right. Part of the problem is that this page does not show up on either the taxonomy or from the, why can't I get?
Right, so I just added the tag for assessors, and then now it shows the main contact and the members and the minutes on the right side.
There's also,
Oh, good. Okay. Hold on. Oh, damn, this is frustrating. Okay, I have select a window and application you want to share. And I click on this. Do you see it now?
yes,
Yep.
Okay,
good.
so this assessor's page, all the stuff on the right has been entered directly to the page as text. So did you just add the block or whatever that is, Jamie, that'll put that stuff in?
Yeah, reload the page and it'll
Yeah.
change.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I've asked his permission to reformat this page and he said, yes, go ahead. Part of it is formatting with font and so forth.
Mhm.
The contact town official list shows, you've just added that. Okay. This was not here before.
Yeah, because for some reason that page wasn't tagged for its own
Okay,
page.
okay. In the committee tags, while we're at it, there are the assessor tag and there's a board of assessors tag. The board of assessors goes nowhere. Can I simply wipe that out?
Well, if you look there, there's 4 meeting minutes tagged that. So we would want to re-tag those first, because otherwise those, if they're supposed to be on the assessor's page, they won't show up there.
But it shows on the board of assessors, there is no such animal.
But
Right.
I assume that they meant to be on the assessor's page.
So that these 4 documents should be tagged assessors, not board of assessors. And
Right.
once it's done, then we can delete that board of assessors tag.
Then the assessors shows up only this one.
Yeah. So at some point, somebody made a second tag and then
Right.
tagged the minutes with the wrong one.
Okay, so what does it take to get these re-tagged? Sorry, to get these minutes.
So, so click on that first one, November 12th. Click edit. And then see how Board of Assessors is highlighted in blue? Yeah, just do that and then scroll down and save.
Do that 3 more times.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
you'll have to
So
go back to the,
It's a manual entry thing.
yeah,
Okay, and once that's done, then I can delete.
Board of Assessors.
Board of Assessors.
tag. Yep.
Okay. Ditto, there are 2 tags for library.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There is, come on, Gail. Library, sorry, library trustees is what I want. Library trustees, which goes to this long thing,
Mhm.
the taxonomy, which does have the library board of trustees page. There's also a tag for the trustees of the library, which goes nowhere.
Yeah, just delete that one.
Yeah, so you can delete that one.
And I delete that here.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you go to the
Whoop.
edit. Yeah, you can do it from here
Yep.
too if you go to edit.
Click the down arrow. Oh, well, that works too.
Yeah, and then scroll down and delete.
Yes, I really mean it. Gone. Okay, excellent. Okay, so you just inserted the main contact and member block on the assessor's page. How can I do that on any page?
It just needs to be tagged for its committee. So,
What do you mean it?
so if we created a new web committee page, when you're in the edit screen and it shows you the list of the committee tags,
Yep.
if you choose web committee as the tag, then the database and the web page automatically puts those blocks on that page.
Excellent.
So all you have to do is tag it. Do you have a specific page that you're trying to do that on, or?
I'm going to want to do it to the town newsletter and setting up a town meeting page. So that's down the road. But what
Okay.
you're saying is make the page, tag it, and that automatically puts that.
Yep.
Is that properly called the block?
Yep.
Okay. Yay. Nomenclature. It's all about nomenclature. Next, how can I copy a page from the test site into the live site?
What part of the page? You
Okay.
can't really, you can't like transfer it over. You'd have to like copy and
Yeah.
paste
Okay.
piece by piece.
Could I set up a page in live, copy from the test site to that page? Just copy paste?
Just copy paste. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But if there are files that were uploaded to the test site,
Yep, I gotta make
Yeah.
sure they're all real.
you have to make sure that they upload them
Yep.
with the same file name to
Yep.
the live site.
This is the bylaws page, which I've been cranking on for
Mm.
how
Mhm.
many years? And that's gonna take a lot of work. So as long as I set it up and don't hit publish, I'm good, right?
Yep.
Love it. Okay. Question. Can we do a page hit count on individual pages?
I believe our analytics should be tracking that.
So that it's visible to the committee chair when they look at their
Oh.
page?
There is a way to turn that on, but it wouldn't show historic data. It would only show from when we turn it on to the future.
Right.
We do have Google Analytics set up, I believe. I don't know if we've ever found the password for that, the login.
And we have a few times, but then we
Okay.
forget it.
So that's been on forever, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and log in right now.
So the Board of Health in particular would be interested to know how many people actually go to the Board of Health to find out what's the situation with the flu, with COVID, with EE, with, you know, and it seemed like something that committee chairs might be interested in knowing, particularly if we're in the business of getting the word out that go to the website, to get information.
Wow, I haven't looked this up in a long time.
Is that a question for future reference?
Yeah, I have to look some things up here.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think it's under my Gmail account, so I'll have to transfer that somehow.
Okay, so I'm going to put down, I'm taking minutes for tonight. I'll say, we'll look into. Is that fair?
Yes.
Is that you, Fred, going to look into it?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then we get into the biggie questions. And that is how to get a direct hit from the search. What I'm most interested in is from the search from this contact town official list, that these guys not go to the taxonomy, but they go to the real page.
Mhm.
And when you go, so that's 2, and then when you go to the actual page and click on a person, at this point, on these contact pages, these should all refer to the page, not to the taxonomy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that's the plan here. Let me send you a link. If you open up this page, do you see in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
In the chat, I don't see.
Can't click
the
it. Gotta copy it.
Chat. The chat.
The right side of my screen, a chat opens
Yeah,
up.
mute the new share participants, annotate, remote control, more chat.
All right. That worked.
So I only have it working on the web committee page itself on the test site.
Okay, and what is this?
Did you open up? Did you click there? Yeah. Yeah. So if you click on web committee, it brings you directly to the web committee site. So what I did was I added a field for the taxonomy and then put in the URL that we want it to go
Excellent, excellent. Okay, and is this the same URL that's on these menus?
to. Yes.
Because those are all direct hits.
Yep.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now, does that change what's here?
Not right now. No.
No. Is this something I can do? Is this something you have
It's something I have to do, but there's a part that you can help me with.
to do? Okay.
If you go back to that first tab you had on the left there, and you go to structure, taxonomy.
Yep.
And
Committee
list,
tags.
yeah, committee tags. And then just pick one and click edit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's, you can hit edit from that page too, but.
Yep.
And then scroll down, see where it says URL. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't add it in the live site yet. Let me add this real quick just so you can see it in actuality
So
here.
when I pawed through the structure thing, I could not see where the committee tag was actually set up. This appears to place it on a taxonomy page, but it doesn't seem to, I didn't see that it defined the tag.
One second. Okay, try refreshing this page now. Yep. So see where it says page or external URL down there?
Yep.
So this is where we want to put the page.
The node?
Well, whatever. So it could go to an external page like the Franklin County Region of Government or whatever that one is. Or it could go to an internal page, or it could be blank. So
If it's blank, though, it goes to the taxonomy. Is that correct?
it will go nowhere, so it won't have a active link. So
Okay,
I don't know if there'll be any situations where that happens, but so you would have to have the other page open. So if you go to like your other tab, and then go to that page.
and this is already an alias. It's not node number, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, yeah. And you only want to copy from the first, yeah, right there. Copy that.
And
And
put
then-
that in the alias.
Nope, the next one down. Yeah, right there. And then click
Why not
on
the alias?
because the alias will still bring you to the taxonomy page
Okay.
with the list, and this one will
Okay.
bring you to whichever page you want it to go to. Yeah. So it's not going to work yet, but we need to populate all of these so
Yep.
that I can enable it on all the pages. Otherwise, none of those things will go anywhere.
Okay. So you're going to do a first step to set it up.
Well, the first step, no, I can't really set it up until all the data's there.
Okay.
If I set it up, then all those links will go nowhere.
Okay. So I do the links first.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're here, there are a whole bunch of these things that show up in the committee tag list that show up on this thing that are not for real. For instance, there is no point having the health agent have a committee tag. This list is how to contact this person. There is no contact info. This person is not going to be contacted. And all I can do to take these people out is to go to the contact entry and remove it, right?
Yes. I mean, I don't know
The
why
health
somebody,
agent, the dam keeper, the electrical inspector, blah, blah, blah. They're all listed in either elected or appointed officials list anyway. And if they're not to be contacted, I see no point to having them in this list.
So are they not supposed to be contacted, or we just haven't added their contact info?
They wouldn't be contacted. The health agent is an advisor to the Board of Health. They're not going to get contacted by a citizen of Shutesbury. Ditto the dam keeper. And there's another one. And then I'd suggest making a real page for Gail Weiss as the accountant, so that goes someplace instead of this nowhere.
I believe she should have a page, right?
That's it. she's not on the department list, so she doesn't have a URL in the menu.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think we just have to.
So I
create
can make a page that basically has her hours, and if you need to get hold of a report, you call her at blah, 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 or whatever. Instead of this term.
Mhm.
Is that okay with you guys?
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
and once you tag it for accountant, then that will actually go to,
A real page.
yeah.
Okay, so my first job then is to, let's go back to committee tags. There's no point, for instance, having the animal inspector is not a position, by the way. That's the dog inspector, who happens also to be the animal inspector. And she's listed under dog inspector.
Yeah. Delete it while you're there. There's nothing associated with it. No? But you have to confirm that delete.
Oh, you're right. Thank you. The Board of Registrars, there's no way they should be contacted. The building inspector, I would suggest, and instead of having them tagged like this, which goes nowhere, a separate page for the inspectors and for the representatives. So we've got FERCog representatives, we've got health representatives, blah, blah, blah. And make it a simple page comparable to appointed officials, elected officials, legislators and states offices. There's contact information if they want it. But we don't need, in my opinion, we don't need separate, oops.
You don't need tags for them. So there's nothing associated with the building inspector.
Well, except you would still want them on the contact page, right? Because people would look for them there.
Yes,
So you don't want to get rid of that tag. 'Cause
correct,
that's how you get people to show up there.
right. The custodian, it's a job, it's not a contact. Coordinator, that's described on the fire page. Here, East Franklin County Regional Health District Representative. There doesn't even say who it is or what it is. So I would put that on a list of contacts, all these representatives. Ethics Commission liaison, who knew there was one?
Yeah, I don't know who added all these different tags for people.
Michael. Anyway, I'd go through and clean up this whole list. Gate and dam keeper. These names are all on the appointed officials list. And people might want to know who they are and that they represent us. But there would be no, and I could put contact information on that list, but is there contact information on that list? No, no contact info. Okay. All righty. Is there utility or a need for the taxonomies?
Yes, because so like all the minutes that we have tagged,
Yep.
that they would just be a random list of minutes. You wouldn't be able to sort them by the committee if they.
Okay, and that's how you sort them to get to that beautiful minute search thing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So the taxonomy is useful. Just the link to the taxonomy list is not useful, and that's the thing we're working on changing.
Yay. Oh, I love it. And the search, can you change the search? So if a public reader comes to this website and plugs in recycling, Can that go to the page?
No, you can't really have it. Not that I know of. But recycling should show up on the search
So yeah,
page.
Well,
do a
yeah, but it
search
shows
for
up on that crazy,
Go ahead and do that search so we can look at it.
I find this extraordinarily not helpful.
So what's the first, what comes up first?
That is the page.
Well,
And that's where the information is going to be found for all these committees.
well, I mean, it is when you search, you expect a list of search results. At least I do. So that seems okay to me, as long as the committee page is the first one typically.
Okay.
Because
Is that always the case?
that I don't know.
Yeah.
Try search for dog and see what comes up. Wouldn't I always try?
Dog officer. Okay. Oh, this is good.
Wait, so does that dog officer, if you click it, does that go to the taxonomy page or to their actual?
Well, it's not a page. It's, it is. Yes.
So that's excellent then.
Yeah.
So James, that's something you fixed in, I don't know, the past certain amount of time. 'Cause it
So
used to-
is there a way that when you did that, Jamie, that puts the page at the top of the list?
Well, so there's like, you can weight certain things.
Yep.
So I have pages weighted higher than like news, but it doesn't like if they search for something that's very specific, that is weighted more than a page.
Right.
Like if they search for pistol permit, then that police news item would come up, but not.
Oh, this is going to work. Gotta love it. All right. Hee-hee. So yes, that's. So then the next bunch of things are Drupal change requests that I would like to make. And these, in the agenda that I sent out, I headed them with, I'd like to do these things. First order of business is this whole menu. Minutes are straightforward. This is beautiful. Love this page, or whatever it is. What do you call this thing?
Technically, it's a view.
It's a view, okay.
Yeah, in Drupal.
It's fabulous. And calendars is straightforward. I would like to change the text here so it refers to the virtual calendars, virtual meetings, et cetera, et cetera.
You can do that. I think you just added that page, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just simply change all that text. That's it.
Yeah.
Meeting notice template is a totally nonsense page. In the first place, there is not a meeting agenda template because we go to My Town Government now and post a template there. The rest of this stuff has nothing to do with the page name.
Right.
And these are all clued to the town clerk.
Yeah, I think that was Susie's preference, was to have all her things show up on this page. But I don't know if it really needs to exist anymore.
Right. My sense and Grace's is to get rid of this page, and I would substitute a page called posting meetings that would be on this same menu with directions to go to My Town Government, how to do it, how to set the agenda, and then how to post the minutes afterward.
Yeah, that would be great.
And my thought was to simply start with this page because it's got this piece here and erase all this stuff. But I think it's much safer if I just scratch this page and start over.
Yeah, that's tagged. This page is tagged with town clerk, which is why that, I assume, why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I make a page and call it posting hyphen meetings, and then tag it as,
Town clerk.
All right, but then the problem is all those.
no, it'll go to town clerk. Oh, I see. Is that how I get this though?
Yes. So either there's a way I can tell it not to go to this page for the news and info. So we could do it that way.
No, I'm gonna scratch all these news. These shouldn't be here.
Right, but any time you tag a page, it's set up to show them there. So if you delete those, it deletes them off the entire website. So we don't want to delete them.
No, I don't want to delete them, right. So one way to do it is to go here, which is one particular thing. It's tagged, oh, okay.
So it's tag town clerk. That's why it's showing up on that page. So if you tag the new page you create, town clerk.
Right.
I don't want to tag it Con Clerk then, is the message. I want to tag it,
You don't have to tag it anything, but you could just put a link to the town clerk page on it, so that they could go to that other page to get the contact information.
I want it really just to be text like this is at the top above news and updates. There may not be any news and updates on this page.
Right.
That's
So yeah,
fine.
just create a page and you don't have to tag it anything.
And how do I get this block here?
So do you want Grace to show up there like that?
Yes.
Then either we can create a new tag that's just so that Grace shows up there, or I can make it specific for the page you create that the news and information does not show up on that page.
Okay, so these show up here because they're tagged town clerk
Yeah.
and are meant to show up on the town
On-
clerk page as well.
Correct. But there's a way in the back end that I can say,
Yeah,
show
they
up
are.
on all the pages except this page.
Okay,
So once you create the page, then I can tell it not to show up there.
okay. So I will create the page and tag it town clerk so I get this contact info.
Yep.
Then send you, Jamie, an email. Don't let stuff, what do I tell you?
Just let me know what the page is called, and then I can stop
Okay,
the news and information from showing up.
okay. Okay, all right. I'm going to amend the language at that. I'm going to add a page for county and regional, which will go over here. Oh, and in the contact list,
You have to click on filter to show. just-
yeah, if I go to the individual folks, animal inspector, board of registrars, etc., and simply delete them from the contact list here, they'll disappear from this, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And if I make a new page for her, I'll name it no. This committee tag is going to get changed, isn't it? By the method that we talked about before.
Well, you'll
Once I
add
have
the URL.
Once I have
So
a real page.
Yeah, you'll create the new accountant page.
Yep.
You'll tag it to the accountant committee tag,
Right.
but then you'll also take that new URL and put it into the committee tag so that the taxonomy links will go to that page instead of the taxonomy page list.
Correct. Okay. So I need to go to the structure taxonomy committee tags and amend all of those with URLs for these guys.
Yep.
Okay. And once that's done, then you can do the switch behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Historical Commission page. There is one that is node 175. What happened here? Yep. Which is all of this stuff and bad information, old information, badly formatted, inaccurate,
Mhm.
and redundant to another page at Welcome to the Historical Commission. Can I simply delete this page?
I think so, unless so there's the other one that exists.
Yes. The one that exists that is correct
Yeah.
is,
It's just called Historical Commission. It still has that same film screening image in there,
yes,
but
yes.
so that can get deleted too.
It's
But
3 years old, I'd get rid of it.
So I can simply edit that and delete, confirm delete,
Yep.
and it's gone? Yes, okay. And then I need to take it out of the primary links. No, I don't. No,
I
no,
don't
no,
think that.
no,
Yeah, that one wasn't in there.
no. Historical Commission goes to the proper page. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we should also delete that image.
Yes.
Looks like it's part. Oh, it's part of that news update.
Well, that brings me to another thing. The news and updates and info pages has this whoops, not where I thought I'd be. A better one example, well, it's coming up down here. Highway Department. Wendell Road closed, 9/24. Oh, what year would that be? Guess. 2016. And on these, there's this thing at the bottom, expiration date.
That's just whether or not it shows on the home page after that date.
Although it says
No.
it says it should not be showing up there. So it's like
Oh, the
something
committee page, expiration.
something is
Also-
broken.
Also, town clerk works the same way, which is to say it doesn't work.
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
Okay.
Is that on the page or just a search result?
This is on the news and updates
Yeah, it's on the page.
and on info and resources also works the same way. Or doesn't work the same way.
Yeah, it looks like it's.
So that's a
broken.
global thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And you'll take care of that. So that's one way to handle the thing on the on this. Oh, where was the page actually? News and updates. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Okay. It's all right.
Thank you.
Historical Commission. Okay, so. Oh. Edit. Hello, hello. Huh. Here we go. Yeah. So it had an expiration date also that didn't work.
Yeah. So try refreshing the page.
Try refreshing this one now.
Well, the view of it. Yeah. So now it's
Dun,
gone.
da, da, da. Fab.
So that should have fixed any of them that were
Excellent.
supposed to
Excellent.
expire.
Well, we can check that out. What did I just throw you? Highway Department.
You're in
Yeah, right. in the
Committees.
wrong menu. Oh, mwah, mwah. All right. The same situation with the Historical Commission is true for the municipal light plant. There are apparently 2 pages set up. One is inaccurate and redundant, and by now the MLP info is on the broadband committee extended pages. So I want to delete this page. Oh, okay, so that, yep. So all this stuff that was redundant is gone because of your change of the calendar. Excellent, excellent. But they're already there under the broadband. And we've set this up now to change the title. And there's a reference now then to the municipal MLP here.
Okay. So you can just remove that other one.
Just go back and delete that page. Oh, where am I? Oh, but it didn't show here. I have to do this. Delete. Delete. Gone. Gotta love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. In non-Drupal, that's Drupal. The add minute things does not show, but in Drupal edit, they do still show. So how can the add minutes button be taken out?
So do we want to take it out for everybody?
Yep. Because Grace wants the minutes sent directly to her, and she does not want people adding them. They apparently go different places depending on whether it's a board, a committee, a department, blah, blah, blah. And she has to load them at My Town Government anyway. So she has asked that all the minutes be directed to her.
Okay.
And
So-
not use.
Yep. That block is gone now. So now they just have the news item and information buttons.
Looky there. All right. On the taxonomies, any taxonomy, give me a term number. Give me a different term number.
I don't think it is just /term. Let's see what it is.
Node, I think.
I need a term number though. Let me get one from prior things.
Yeah, and you have to have taxonomy /term and then the number.
Oh, okay. Spell taxonomy /term /. They all have this subscribe to.
Mm-hmm.
And this was put in before we went through the how to get yourself on a list thing. So these really should be scratched. Is this a global thing?
I believe so. Let me. Yeah, you can keep moving forward. I'll look and see how it is set up.
Oh, do I need to go to the real live thing?
It's going to take me a few minutes to try to figure out how it's.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll leave that on your plate. Can you teach me how to put in this wonderful thing here on a page?
It automatically shows up if the page is tagged for the committee and there are minutes tagged for the committee.
Okay. Is there a way to set this up for the town newsletter where instead of minutes, it is editions?
Yes. We'll have to create a new content type for the newsletters
Okay.
and then add each newsletter as
Okay.
an individual thing.
And then this would go to a list like the minutes, except there would be town newsletter editions.
Yeah.
Okay. Could we do the same thing for warrants for town meetings?
So each warrant would have its own, is it a PDF or is it just a page itself?
What I foresee is a page for the town meetings and use the brochure as the blurb on the page describing town meetings, special town meetings, blah, blah, blah. And then having this thing for town meeting minutes and a separate one underneath for town meeting warrants.
Yeah, I mean, we can do that. But so who's going to be entering in all the warrants? Is that going to be?
They are listed. Okay, what does that mean? Enter them in. They
So,
exist somewhere now on.
right. So right now, each minute thing is its separate node.
Right, and that's what shows up on the taxonomy.
Yeah. And in this list, and when you go to that more minutes section.
Right.
But so right now, the warrants aren't all separate nodes, correct?
I do not know. I think, Fred, do you know?
I'm looking at, what is this? The annual town meeting page. There are information and resources. Each warrant is an information and resource type.
It is.
Yeah.
under,
Go to,
Here warrants.
I forget how I got here, but taxonomy term 117.
And 2043 and
How did I get here? Oh, so from the menu under meetings, town meeting.
Yep.
That gets you a list of all the meetings, minutes, and town meeting minutes and warrants, each of which is an information and resource page.
okay.
so that means
So-
it is a node.
Yeah. So we'll just have to create a new thing that we can tag it so it only the warrants show up there, because that's what you want, just the warrants.
Right. So as I see it, the new town meetings page would refer to annual town meetings and special town meetings. And there'd be two of these things, I don't know what you call them, blocks or whatever.
Mhm.
One is minutes and one is warrants,
Okay.
two separate things.
And they already exist in the system, so we just have to create a tag and then tag each of these for either the minutes or the warrant.
Correct.
The tag should be town meeting minutes and town meeting warrants.
Right. They're specialized.
Right. But both categories could be within warrants and both categories within minutes, right? They'll be sorted by date.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Apparently there is one special town meeting minutes that's missing. That's the one that Susie keeps trying to track down. December 2018, I think. That's a separate search. I'll see if I can find that someplace. So how does that, oh, that chunk gets done automatically by tagging the page? The minutes?
Yes.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Oh, and one more thing in contact. Oh, what am I out of? No, I'm still here, okay. Could you make this new revision checked as a default?
For contacts,
Yes.
let me see.
I made the mistake in cleaning up contacts of changing it down here in authoring information. I realized later, way too late, that this is meant to, who put it up originally? And I should have done it up here if I'm going to change it as a revision.
Mhm.
My bad. But if this were checked as a default, then there'd be no confusion about who the author was and who revised. Is that correct?
Right, it would identify who made the last change.
Right, good, okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it would still be there. It wouldn't be deleted. Yep. There's virtue, as you say, Fred, to have all that information.
Okay. So yeah, I changed that for contacts.
Yes, please.
Is there any reason not to do it for everything?
Probably not.
For all content?
Yeah.
It's already for pages.
Oh, it is.
Wait a minute. I may have said that too quickly.
Yeah, I'll just go through each one and
Okay.
Oh, that's a contact. I don't want to do that one. I just did that.
So
Okay.
Gail, one thing before I go, in the chat sidebar, I put the URL for and the Google Analytics.
Say it again?
Going back, we were talking about the page hit count.
Yes, yes.
So there's a thing on every page called Google Analytics. Every time you request a page, you send a little ping to Google, so it gets
Right.
notified. So for years, it's been keeping track of that. So you can
Excellent.
see all that data by going to analytics.google.com and logging in as web@shutesbury.org.
But it doesn't show on the page itself.
No, yeah, it doesn't show on the page. This is a tool you have to go research.
So the committee chair is going to have to go to Google Analytics.
And before you do, just be warned, it's extremely,
Not user-friendly.
not user-friendly, but extremely involved. There's a lot of stuff there that we don't care about.
Yeah, I don't want committee chairman mucking around with.
No, this is for the web committee.
Right.
Yeah.
But we could export like a report on their page
Right.
to show them all their visits in the past year or whatever.
Yeah. So that's where the information is.
There's one other request, and that is, where's my screen sharing? The view of the homepage on my iPad has just the little hamburger, but it does not have any of the tabs or menus.
Mhm.
And you pointed out, Jamie, some time ago that people don't know to go to the hamburger to get that that's a menu. And I'm wondering if there's some way either to put the word menu above the hamburger, or as I saw online in a site, that the top line itself is the word menu.
Mm-hmm.
In the banner.
Yeah, I can look into that.
Okay. Because the menus work great. And the hamburger scroll works great. But if you don't know that that is the set of menus, then
Right.
you're left only with the search field. Okay. Oh, thank you all. The bell has rung. We're late, Fred.
Good. Well, we got through the whole list, didn't we? Pretty much.
Pretty much. Yes. Oh, someday I want you to go to the tax collector's page, Jamie, and reconcile the summary with the view. Because what you see in the view is not what you see in the summary. So you go to edit it and it's, whoops, that's not how it shows. So let's go to,
Oh yeah, it still has a.
so there's all this space here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go to edit it. There's no space.
Right. That's a CSS issue. So if you click on source right there up on the top, you see the, no, go down to that menu where it says body and then shows you all the formatting options.
Yep.
And where it says source.
Oh, hello.
And then if you look at there, see how it says address? So
Yep.
they somehow ended up with it in that specific HTML code. And
If I just delete right there.
you can, you could delete that. Well, no, that won't, I don't think that'll fix it. So you have to get rid of address, or we need to just update our CSS to make sure address only shows up as one line.
You're speaking a different language there.
Yeah, so I don't think that'll make a difference.
You're
because
right. It didn't. Okay.
so that specific tag where it has the address word,
Yep.
we don't have currently in our template
Oh.
code.
A definition of what that is.
Right. So it's just defaulting to that
What
line
if
space.
what if I simply remove address?
Yeah, that would work. You might even be able to.
If I remove all of those?
Yeah,
you could-
try it.
You can remove those, but you'll want to put something there. Do you know like just the break code for a line break?
/p / blah blah blah. So play this like it's HTML.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you could just, might be easier to just not save that. Go back to the HTML view, the regular editor. And then if you copy,
Oops.
Yeah, just cancel that. And then go back up.
Oh, and get out of.
Yep, get out of the source.
Yeah.
And then copy the address line
From.
from there. Yeah. So copy that.
And go into the summary.
No, so it's nothing to do with the summary here. So now if you paste that into like a notepad or something, it'll get rid of that formatting. And then you can copy that and paste it back into here. Or actually try
Shift, man, Shift V.
yeah, you could do that.
Do what?
So scroll back down so you can see.
Do this. Do cut, like Control X, I guess. I'm not sure what machine you're using.
That'll kill it.
Yeah.
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 I don't think you're not in that box right now. So you got to click there. Now scroll back down. No, you don't want to be in that one. Yeah. So
I want to be here, right?
Yeah. So yeah, reselect that and then cut it.
so
Cut.
And now paste with the shift, like Shift Control V.
you want
Up in here-
nope,
up
you don't want to get out of the box you were in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, paste it right back where it was.
Yeah. Did you do Control Shift V when you pasted?
Control Shift V? No, just Control V.
Okay. So you gotta undo that. You gotta do Control Shift V, and that pastes it without formatting.
Ah, okay. Control Shift V.
Still italic.
Save.
Oh,
Yeah. Save. See what happens.
Oh!
it worked.
Woo! Fab. Well, I can do the same thing with that on the homepage, right-hand side.
No, that's a different issue.
Oh, of course. Oh, gentlemen, this is fabulous. That is the complete list.
Excellent.
So you're going to turn me loose to do what I now have been instructed to do?
Go
Yes.
for it.
Okay. And we meet again because what? When and why?
What?
Yeah, I don't know when. Maybe another month or so from now. It's up to you.
Okay. Basically, as if I have questions on how to do this, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it's just a technical question about how to do something, we don't need to schedule a meeting.
Okay.
Right. It's more like decisions about changes, like major changes to the site, not
Okay.
just
Okay.
how do we edit this.
Well, and what I'm doing basically is an editing job.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can just go ahead and keep doing it.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
in terms of open meeting law, I don't think anything we did tonight really required a meeting. I mean, there was 3 of us, so it had to be a meeting. But if there was just 2 people, 2 of us doing work on the site, that doesn't require.
Ah, Good point. Okay. Fabulous. Oh, boy. Okay. This is it. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
You do. I moved. I
In a
so
second.
I
All
second.
in favor, say aye, 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 aye.
moved. Bye.
Aye, aye.
Thank you. Thank you very
All
much.
right. Thanks very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a
Good
good
night.
night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.
I need that thing you posted up on the chat.
Yeah. Just analytics.google.com.
No, Jamie, what you put up,
Yeah.
Oh, well, the link that I sent you brings you to the test site, so you don't want to use that link. So just here, I'll show you how to get there. So go up to structure.
Okay.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye, Fred.
good night, Fred.
And then taxonomy. To then the committee tags. Yeah. And then each one of these, you'll have to click on edit. And then scroll down to where, yeah, page or external URL. So then you'll have to paste in
Right.
the URL for that committee tag. So then you'll want to go to another
Okay.
tab, copy it from after shutesbury.org. So it starts with the slash.
Okay, at page or external.
Right. So like if you wanted to have the building inspector one go to Franklin County page, you could put in the whole URL there. So if somebody clicked on building inspector, it would bring them to that page.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so I'll put in the URL for the target page.
Yep.
And are the information resource and news updates technically pages, or are they're just nodes not identified as pages?
Well, I mean, every node is technically a page,
Okay,
but the things that we call a page are like the committee
right,
pages.
public viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All righty. Very exciting. Thanks so much, Jamie.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.